A very good morning once again. It's 7 minutes past 11 this fantastic fun-filled Friday. Welcome to the Midday Show with me, Ify. This is Lagos Talks 91.3, and of course, what happens every Friday from 11 a.m. If not your favorite show, The People's Perspective, brought to you by Adam and Eve, Africa's #1 luxury homeware store. In the studio with me, my unequivocal co-host, Seun Kuti.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
What's happening, Lagos? How are this Friday? We
are good.
I hope you have lights.
Do you have lights, Seun?
I've not been home since last night. I don't know. And I was happy because I had to off my gen. No diesel to burn last night, so it was good to leave the house.
Yeah, it's been tough, but I think it's somewhat normalized in my area because it was so terrible. Last week was terrible. It was just so bad. And then amount of petrol that you're burning.
No more, but in, the amount of electricity, the amount of hours we have light has reduced, Sha.
Exactly.
We have light now. Last week there was
but compared to obviously
light.
last week. Yeah.
Since they've brought it back, it's not the same. Not that we were happy before, but now we're even more unhappy.
Sadly, we have to make do with what they are giving us, Abi.
No, I mean, Nigerians shouldn't have to make do.
At the moment.
We shouldn't make do.
I mean, we shouldn't make do, but
we are African people.
What is going on right now is this is the number of hours that we have in electricity, sadly.
We must normalize demanding for the best.
We should.
For one reason and one reason only.
Why?
The people that serve us, we give them the best amenities.
Fantastic.
To serve us with.
Okay.
You want to try the president G-Wag?
Wow. We can't. We cannot compete with that.
Come on, fam.
We cannot compete with that.
You want to try that G-Wag?
We cannot compete with
the
that.
Swag.
The swagoo.
Before President Buhari won the election, look at his cheeks. After the election, now, 7 years into president, go and look at his cheeks.
There's a clear difference.
We demand such cheeks. We the people. We the people also demand that our cheeks be rosy. We just demand that our cheeks be rosy.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, is that too much?
It's not too much.
Africans must normalize this.
It is our
No,
right.
because they make it seem as if we ask for too much.
No.
To ask for the best. No.
Just rosy cheeks.
We are looking up to the people that, if it's happening like that, through our commonwealth.
Let it trickle down.
We don't want trickle down. Let it spread.
Let it spread.
That trickle down is what we are experiencing.
Okay.
And they choose to let it trickle by drops. No, we don't want trickle. Let it spread.
Seun has spoken.
Yeah, the people.
So we must mobilize to ensure that our cheeks are rosy.
I'm the pro-tem chairman of the movement of the people.
Indeed.
So when I make political statements, this is the people.
The people are speaking. And this is the people's perspective.
I mean.
So why not? It all aligns.
Any Nigerian that doesn't want his or her cheek to be rosied, raise up your hand. I can see you. Don't think I can't see you.
All right, guys. Welcome to the People's Perspective, brought to you by Africa's #1 luxury homeware store, Adam and Eve. Seun thankfully is here today, so he could add, the extra bits. So Adam and Eve.
Yeah, the feng shui to feng shui your life.
Wow.
For those of you that don't know what feng shui means, it is balance, that serenity. So that your brain will be doing, I don't know, you'll be doing, like computer. Instead of like more low, it will be doing like computer. Instead of
Oh man, guys, like Seun has been on it ever since he came in. I was telling them that you were talking about like a random saying that your favorite biblical name is Obadiah.
Obadiah, fam.
Obadiah. Like, where did I even come from?
I'm telling you, that is my favorite Christian name.
Obadiah.
I'm telling you, I don't know why. Any Obadiah.
That is interesting. That is so interesting. Anyways, guys, you can visit Adam and Eve on their via their website or via their Instagram. On Instagram is Adam Eve Homeware, and their website is adamevehomeware.com. And if you want to just take a look at what they have available from the comfort of your home, you'd visit their website and you see categories like outdoor, dining. You'd see kitchen, you see electricals, bed and bath, and the list goes on, and you can feast your eyes to all the things that are on that website. So go check it out. Like I always, if you want to turn your house into that cozy home, that abode that you're always looking forward to getting back to, visit Adam and Eve.
And it's on the mainland.
Yeah, it is on the mainland.
Yes.
Number 8.
At least you on the island don't have that. You don't have Adam and Eve.
Well, you know what? That's an issue then. We should reach out to Adam and Eve to do something about that.
Can't you people just let us have nice things that you don't have? Can't you just let us have nice things?
I mean, come on, who doesn't want to have nice things?
You have all the nice things here. We are keeping Adam and Eve. We are keeping them.
Anyways, guys, welcome. By the way, we're live both on our Instagram, that is at Lagos Talks 913. Go check it out. And the Big Bird's Instagram as well. He's live.
Yeah.
So go check us out to see what's going on in the studio. Now, let's get into the stories that we have for today. We're going to start first off. And you didn't come in last week. By the way, yes, we know that you had a show last weekend. You performed.
Oh, you knew? You knew I had a show last Thursday. Ify, I'm sure you were there then. You are definitely there, front and center, cheering me on as the good friend and co-host that you are.
No, you know what, Seun? You know that I'm always at your shows. Always, Seun. You can't say that I'm not at your shows. I'm always at your show. But that one...
But you know how humanity is.
I completely forgot.
You know how humanity is.
I promise, I completely forgot.
You know how humanity is.
How is it?
All the good one you do, we don't remember. That particular... The one.
That one I forgot.
This one now enter my book.
I didn't prepare for it, you know. You know I like to show up and show out. So it's your show.
In the chapter of my book that will be titled Betrayals. Chapter 6. Chapter 6, sub-chapter 4.
I'm sorry, Seun. I'm sorry. Maybe no.
The Thursday show if he missed.
I'm sorry, guys. He did. And that's the reason why he didn't make it to, because he was definitely exhausted. So he couldn't make it to work. And,
Hungover is even more accurate because they dragged me to after party after the show.
So you really...
I got that. It was free brandy. You know, it was hosted by Tilling.
Okay,
this Irish whiskey.
Okay, so they just kept giving you more and more and more and more.
I was Tilling.
So that's the reason why you did not come to work. Me thinking that Seun has exhausted all his strength and his talents on stage. So is that you went for after party?
Yes.
If I had known this, I would not have told them to pardon you last week on the show. I thought you were just like, I'm so exhausted. I just finished performing and I need to just, re-energize.
What if I tell you that the after party was part of my contract? I had to show up. I was working.
Okay, you see, that's understandable. Because it was working. Okay. All right, then. All right. But we're glad you're here. And the reason I say this was because, there was a whole lot of drama last week. And this ties into today's story about the... former governor of Anambra State, Obiano, and the issues that he at the moment is experiencing, or should I say the accusations that he's experiencing by the EFCC. Before that, remember there was a situation last week during the inauguration.
This is what I'm saying. Like, who did Obiano offend in Nigeria that a man is humiliated so much in the space of 48 hours?
So from his wife engaging in that ruckus where she was
slapped, not a ruckus.
And then her wig was shifted a bit.
That slap. That slap it was the slap that Ojukwu must have taught Bianca that they used to use during Civil War. to train soldiers. That was a military slap. Bianca must have seen some videos of her husband, back in the day, in his heydays, leading the Biafran army. Giving some soldiers some serious... Darling, how did you throw that slap? Oh, you could say that's a technique. I have to teach you. It's in case one day one governor's wife tried to step to you, let me teach you this technique. Oh my God!
Yeah,
but, let's
happened.
stop. African women, I know we all watch all these Marvel films and we are seeing all these women fight. Our women should not encourage our women to debase themselves in public like this, and all these.
Nobody should be debasing themselves in public. Let's be, especially when it was the inauguration and see what was going on. 2 women fighting. That's definitely not the look that we want. I mean, no, but listen, no.
Come on.
So nobody should be debasing themselves in public. Don't do that.
Listen, this is as you say, as a feminist, if women are acting like men in public, we should be encouraging it.
So you are saying that that's like a man type of thing to be fighting? That's barbaric. That's not. Nobody should be doing that. Nobody.
Exactly. Nobody. We
should
need more real feminine spirit in society.
Indeed.
Where our great illustrious Bianca, being a elder stateswoman, no matter the provocation, will find that side of her to say to that woman like a daughter, like, take it easy.
Not today.
Don't let me give you a militant dirty slap.
Oh my days. Anyway, let's quickly move into that. So we did see that right after the inauguration, this is based on the reports that we received, that there was a private jet waiting for Obiano. He did go to Lagos and then he was about to leave the country and he was stopped by the DSS. And some of the information gathered was that he had a court order that ought to have prevented him from being arrested, and that the DSS said to, Obiano that they had been instructed to stop him from leaving the country, and that when the EFCC comes, that he should submit that court order to the EFCC. Clearly, that didn't work because he was remanded in custody for about 6 days, and he has been released now, but his passport seized. Now, we know
that... Are they sure that is his only passport?
We know that he was arrested for alleged misappropriation of public funds, including 5 billion naira short P.
Is he guilty?
37 billion naira security vote, which was withdrawn in cash. These are some of those accusations and allegations that he's facing at the moment. And of course, the investigation is taking place right now, hence him not being able to leave the country. And just to ride off of that a little bit before we begin to analyze this. So on one hand, he's being accused of misappropriation of funds.
Yes.
On the other hand, the incumbent governor of Anambra State, Soludo, is saying, I met about 300 to 400 million, just 300 to 400 million naira in the coffers of the Anambra State government. This is a declaration or disclosure, so to speak, that he made a few days ago. Of course, which got people talking, because it was would I say it was ironic, or it was not surprising that on one hand, the past governor is facing these allegations. On the other hand, that is the amount of money that was left in the coffers of Anambra State. So let's begin to dissect. Before we move into Soludo, let's first off focus on Obiano and the fact that he's being accused of misappropriation of funds and also the security votes. The security votes, when it comes to, state government, have been one of the most controversial funds that, state governments have had access to. Because we don't see proper accountability. It isn't even recognized by the Constitution, is it? So it's an amount of money and you're giving it to these governors or the government of the state for security.
No, it's for the governor as the CSO to secure the state. To
secure the state, exactly. And so in this case, before getting into Obiano, in the past, I want you to let us know, Seun, has there been any form of or any such allegations brought against, state governors for misappropriating security votes?
To the best of my knowledge, this is the first time I've heard that being. But you see, this is the issue with lack of transparency. Stop creating dark areas in government, then come out and complain that the area is dark. Security votes should be scrapped. Whatever you want to give the governor, put it in the transparent budget of security in the state that everybody can see and monitor, and there will be accountability.
Yeah.
You know, what is happening to Obiano, just like what I told you when they arrested Obi Kubana, that this is APC government negotiating campaign donation from all the big players that are not in their party.
Interesting.
If you hold, they won't hold you. Say, how far? Where's our own? Where is our own? Obiano thought he could just knock. Oh, they know anywhere. Oh, law anywhere. Come here. Where's our own?
So you think that this is purely political? It's like a game, and
yeah, because it's not really about justice. You know, I mean, we all know that no governor in Nigeria's hands are clean. I mean, if the new governor Soludo is saying he made 400 million, you know, for me, all that is also still playing to the gallery. For me, state coffer should be on zero if the development in the state is matching the spending. You understand? So if the development in the state is matching the spending, why should anybody be complaining that there's this money in the, even though there's no money in the coffer, as long as it's accounted for, like this is what the state has done with it, and it is there for everybody to see that it is properly done. You understand? The issue we have is that we know that what is being spent and what is manifesting in terms of infrastructural, social, amenities and things like that are inconsistent. You understand? And African people, we are not fools. There's this pastor man, I don't know Yoruba pastor, I don't know if you see what this time.
No, I don't know.
He wears walk up like this, very lean man, you know.
Is he a real pastor?
He's like a celeb pastor. He's a real pastor, but you know, he's pastor, join juju, everything. So he's on Instagram, I've forgotten his name, and he always says, sometimes he says things that are quite profound. Okay. But most times he's just a cruise guy. Okay. You know. So one of my friends sent me a little video what he did and said, even the governors of Nigeria, all of them, he said he was using Tinubu as an example, that can Tinubu walk around without police and soldier? Like if police and soldier were not with them, they cannot walk around safely in this country. And if that is the case, that means that there's a clear divide between them and their people, right? So if the people are already indicting them by that attitude, if we the people do not support their behavior and we don't like them, and then the police, they're supposed to prosecute them for the crimes that we don't like them for, are the ones protecting them from us, how can we believe that anything going on is for justice? You understand? We see police people on the street every day harassing Yahoo boys, EFCC saying they are arresting Yahoo boys and things like that, but we all know, like, if this EFCC enter any civil service today and go and raid, you know, most people there will not leave without a case. You understand? So I think all this is selective justice, you know, selective outrage, which is how Nigeria is run in general, by selective justice and selective outrage to play to the gallery, you know. But me, I do not pity the ex-governor of Anambra State, because he is part of that, you know, game and things like that.
Now, in a case where, because you did mention, like, if you're able to maybe give account of these funds, like for security votes, if security votes in the first place has been giving on a foundation where there isn't proper accountability and proper transparency, can they be held responsible if the people come out to say, oh, you know, you didn't necessarily use the security votes as you ought to? What is there like a given framework that is in existence already for per state where every governor knows this is exactly how the security votes are supposed to be used?
You know, as I said, again, I'll repeat again, you know, is the darkness of it all, you know. So what is EFCC going to prosecute? Obiano can come tomorrow in the court and state how he spent it to some boys to give it here to appease them, give it to this community to appease them, give it, you know. And I mean, as I said, this for me is not justice. It is politically motivated show for the gallery. You understand? When there's justice in Nigeria, you understand? Anytime police see political convoy where they come, they must stop them to search. Stop and search will not be only for citizens of Nigeria. You understand? This racist attitude that they learned from colonial masters that is still happening to black people in Europe and America, where black bodies must be policed You cannot move in peace. Anytime black man see police anywhere in the world, your heart must be cut because you are their target, even in our country. But you see these politicians, they are moving in convoy. We all know that crimes are happening in our government, but police never stop convoy before for stop and search. Imagine if you stop and search one of these people's convoy, what you find in their boot. Eh? Maybe that security vote that they're not, you will have found it here that day.
All right, please feel free to join the conversation. If you'd like to comment on this story, let us know what you think. What is your perspective? 08092345913. 08092220913. 015150913, 015151913. Lagos Talks. If you want to send a WhatsApp message, please send it to 08092345913. This is coming from a listener saying, "Good morning, Madam Ify and Mr. Seun. Whenever I'm listening to Baba's music about water, light, food, and house, tears would just run down my eyes." Ola is saying, "Hi, if you're looking fly with the shades and the jeans, hello to the big bird." Saludo, who says the state coffers are empty, should be asked how his electioneering campaign was funded. No, be really fund. Just my own thoughts, though. That's coming from Ola. This is coming from a listener saying, also Obi saying, "A big bird, another Friday, Shebi. You know the name of the villain in Iron Man 1 film was Obadiah, and there was an underlying intention behind it."
I didn't know. I know his name was Obadiah, but I don't know.
Really?
You know,
in Iron Man
1 now, the bad guy.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
But I don't know his the underlying
meaning of that. But that's
I'm
a
not
very
that much
interesting
of a
name for a villain. Lagos Talks. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, Ify. My name is Ike, calling from Seun's Instagram.
Hi, Ike.
Welcome from my Instagram.
These people don't have respect, so they don't know Ify. That means they don't watch this show. They don't actually listen to this radio show.
They don't have respect.
No, we have to go there and fight them back. We'll give them some Bianca class so that they can respect.
I like
that. So I just want to talk about a little about Bianca. You know, a lot of people don't know who she is. Her father, as a governor, would wake up in the morning, sneak out of the house through the back door, leave the driver, leave the police, go to the bus stop, and enter the public transport and go to the government house. And people will know he came, and he will just be moving around with the people. When he left office, he was moving freely without any police or any escort. You know, and he was a billionaire at that point. You know, so when you see people like that, their children, I mean, they don't take nonsense. Just like someone like Seun, the last one, they can take nonsense. Already, but
so you don't take nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot go and slap governor.
They'll say you can do more. Trust me, I know you.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Lagos Talks. Hello.
Maybe I'll slap governor's son, Sha.
Hello.
Good morning.
Maybe I can tell governor's son slap.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Oof, I'm so sorry, but that's a very poor sounding, service. So what you should do is to call us back. I will go over the phone lines again. At least call one of the other lines. 0809-234-5913. 0809-222-0913. 01515-0913. 01515-1913. On Twitter, it is at Lagos Talks 913. Please ensure that you use the hashtag #ThePeoplesPerspective so that we can see your tweet and read it out. If you want to send a WhatsApp message, 0809-234-5913. Lagos Talks, good morning. What's your name?
Hello, good morning, guys. My name is Vernon. I'm calling from Tottenham.
Hi, Remy.
How are you doing, Rems? Are you seeing my boys flying in North London? You see us flying.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, I promise your next game, I'm going to be staying in the crowd of your team because they helped me. They lost to Liverpool, so we can be close to.
Exactly. You see how we helped you, Abi?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Good.
You see, the absence of empathy in a national spirit baffles me. Somebody's wife has just been slapped. Why would you arrest him again? I mean,
For a second.
That is what I was saying in the beginning of this show now. They just slapped this man's wife in front of the world. Are you arresting? Sorry, my IG just went offline as I was dropping it. So if you were telling me I said, it's not me. This is what they do. This is what they do. Like, okay, enough. But that's the truth. Nobody reads. The Nigerian Constitution is only wielded as a form of let me put it, I think it's a negotiation tool. It's not really the law. It's what our elites use to argue with themselves.
Interesting.
And what some people use to bring governors. The only part of the constitution that is well rehearsed is the how to remove governor and replace governor in court, in Supreme Court. But how many cases have we taken to Supreme Court on? In fact, by our constitution, you're not allowed to take the government to court for bad health care and all of that.
Interesting.
In chapter 2, it says that the only function of government is to create these things for the people: education, equality in society. In fact, in our constitution, that the Nigerian means of production, right, must not be operated in a way that it favors one class or one group above the rest. Yes, it is there now in chapter 2 in our constitution. So when you see giving bailout to banks and all these things and propping up NNPC going to buy that 20% of Dangote's company, propping up people with common taxpayers' money without helping the poor. It is actually unconstitutional. Wow. But in the same constitution, it says in chapter 6 that you cannot take the government to court for doing it. So it
just goes to show, the loopholes here and there within our own constitution.
It is not really a legal document for the people. It is a document for the elites to argue among themselves, who is right or who is. Just a guideline for them. You understand? So that's why we can be many of the laws. These conversations. You bring. Many of the laws mirror each other.
Themselves as well.
I will now end up being double taxed. This thing now ends up creating loopholes and opportunities for even governors to double tax people.
Yes.
We'll be paying tax on everything, the same thing you pay tax for, you pay tax again.
Seun, in terms of, the freeness and the fairness of elections, do you think, or which do you think would breed more free and fair elections? Is it the already existing one in light of the 1999 Constitution that says you should 30 days before that particular election takes place step down from office, or this one that they're trying to delete at the moment that says if you are in office you should not even be contesting?
Yeah, not that if you're in office you're appointed.
If you're appointed.
Yeah, but it's true because you have undue advantage. If you're going for now electoral position, it's just like if you're being investigated. Even though you're elected and you're being investigated for something, you should recuse yourself, at least for the duration of the investigation. These are things that we do not see in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You cannot, in the constitution that even grant immunity to the people that should be investigated. You understand? So, whatever is... my own is that until we, the people, hijack this legislature, this National Assembly, until we put ourselves there, we have senators that cannot even read English. I'm telling you, and they are, as if they made law to write our constitution in local languages so that people can understand. Is there a constitution in Yoruba, in Igbo, in Hausa, in Efik? In all these numerous languages that people speak in this country, even constitution in pidgin English, in audio form. And that audio form too in all languages, because it is our document. Everybody should be able to understand it, right? But it is in only English. 70% of the country is illiterate, according to them. So who are they writing it for? Wow. Who is going to understand that? And even in that Senate, even in that National Assembly, how many of them understand it? How many of them go school? We are still here, still catching people with fake certificates every day. So, I mean, it is what it is. We, the people, we have a task. We have our destiny as African people is to liberate this continent. This is why we are here. And until we do that, all these things will keep happening that don't make sense, that you cannot even analyze. Where do you start from? Where's the precedence? You know, I don't even know where to start from, you know.
All right, feel free to join the conversation. What are your thoughts about this? And like I did ask Seun, what do you think the existence of this recent legislation that they're trying to delete? Do you think that it will in any way breed a freer and a fairer election in terms of the people who are allowed to, you know, vie for political office if they are currently in office based on appointment, and with what the 1999 Constitution provides, saying that yes, you can run for office, but you would have to 30 days before election, you need to step down from that position. Which do you think would breed a freer and a fairer election?
Or maybe they don't want to step down 30 days before.
Do you think that it is going to
24 hours before?
24 hours before. And do you even think that that is going to make any difference? Do you think these pieces of legislation would make any difference in the freeness and the fairness of our election process? 0809-234-5913. 0809-222-0913. Lagos Talks, good morning. What's your name? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Kuti. I'm coming from Italy.
Hey, Mr. T.
Mr. T from Italy. I hear those jams yesterday. We'll talk later.
What's going on?
Don't worry.
That I'm not privy to. All right, let's hear you.
Yeah, so mine is just like the kind of general overview. You know, I'm thinking, how do you solve this situation where, you know, people just keep stealing? There needs to be some sort of, you know, strict, even in the Constitution, like law, you know, that is prohibiting this. And how this would work is that, you know, if anyone is caught, then, and they are, you know, found guilty, then they need to not just return the amount they stole, they need to return a constant number, let's say like 100 times what they stole. And also, that number will be increasing every time they find someone guilty, you know. So that's how that number will increase. And they don't even need to send people to prison. They just need to expel them from Nigeria and cancel their passports. I think that will help, you know, because like taking bad eggs, you know, checking it and then putting it back into the tray. So
it's true. We should send them on exile, and revoke their citizenship. You are no longer Nigerians. Exactly. We don't care what you do with yourself. Give us everything. First collect them so they don't thief. Oh yeah, bye-bye.
All right, this one is coming from
send you to Central African Republic
on Twitter, saying at this juncture, Willie Obiano shouldn't be greedy. He must be ready to face. He must be ready to share, negotiate, and be willing to let go of his loot. And if he wants his sins to be forgiven, he will have to join APC party. That automatically sets him free.
I think he has bought his form. If Willie has not bought his APC form by now, his advisors are not doing their job.
Chief Udo is saying, when I heard the amount Obiano burned as governor, I said to myself, no wonder his wife has the audacity to challenge Bianca, because she gets what is giving. Maybe that's what is giving her courage.
That one slap the loot out of her mouth.
He's saying the Nigerian system will provide a way for Obiano to escape. He will drop a dime and go with other billions that he has stacked somewhere, as long as he's not stingy and he's ready to play with the big boys in Abuja, is what he's saying.
Bam.
Lagos Talks, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, Ify and Seun. My name is Sebastian.
How you doing,
Sebastian? Quickly, let's hear your take.
Yes. My take on this is that I don't really see the rationale behind what we're talking at the moment, because when you steal, if a poor man on the street steals, guess what? Sometimes they will put tire on the person's neck and they burn him to death. They will now have the what we call pen robbers, who will steal billions and drop one token, and they will be let go. What are we running at the moment? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. In fact, I agree with that caller that says just ban them from the country. At least Australia was formed by England because they were deporting people who had stolen in England to Australia. That's how Australia came into being.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm just upset this morning. Wow. I beg, have a lovely weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The matter reached to make anybody vex, really, because obviously, as I said though, but this is the game that we Nigerian people we must stop. We were on live. We're not on live today. We were on the live, but the thing just went off.
Instagram. Yeah, it went off. And where have you been? You clearly just came now.
11:55.
You just came now.
11:55.
And we were on live since. This is coming from Obise. I was having a discussion on the Electoral Act issue, and there was a mention that what Constitution says is for civil servants to resign. No mention of political appointees. Hence, the judge wasn't right. However, this is just the National Assembly men showing the state executives and their minions that they too have power, is what he is saying. This is coming from a listener saying, hi, Ifnaya. If that legislation won't make any difference, or that will be detrimental to them, or that will be detrimental to them politicians, it won't have been given attention that it's getting from everywhere right now. So meaning that there's a possibility that it's going to make a difference. Very quickly, Seun, let's just touch on the issues going on right now with the Inspector General of Police, Usman Akali Baba, just 2 days ago appealing to the policemen in Nigeria to shelve the planned nationwide strike. He was represented by the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of Southwest, Johnson Kokumo, and made this appeal at the Zone 2 Police Command in Onikon during his tour of the police formation in southwest part of Nigeria. The police boss enjoined the police officers to consider the support of members of the public who have been complimenting what the police leadership and the federal government have done to better the lives of police officers in the country. The DIG said, and I quote, "I bring good tidings from the Inspector General of Police, who has advised us to eschew all forms of unethical practices and that there should be total conformity to the rule of our engagement. We should be professional in all our dealings as we have rules and regulations that are guarding us." Let me remind you that strike is prohibited in the force and its consequences are high. You should remember the slogan that the police is your friend. So if you engage in the abuse of the public whose taxes are used to pay your salary, you should know that they are watching our backs.
My own is that if police protest, I will go and beat them.
Seun, please, no.
That's my own.
Please, no.
When we are protesting, what did they do?
We say no to violence.
When we are protesting, what did they do?
Some of them came to beat.
Let me warn you, police people. If you strike, stay in your house. Don't come and protest, too. Don't come and protest.
All right, guys, it's time for us to say goodbye. Thank you so much. I apologize. We can't take any more calls. It is The People's Perspective, brought to you by Africa's #1 homeware luxury store, Adam and Eve, because you deserve it. Seun, before saying goodbye, would you like to share your handles for those who like to follow you?
Big Bird Kuti on Instagram, Real Seun Kuti on Twitter, and Seun Anikolapo Kuti on Facebook. Join the conversations.
I like that. Reach out to me on Instagram and Twitter at Ify_I. That is IFY_I. By the way, go check out my story because I worked on a project. Seun, you probably haven't seen that. It is an audio series. It's my very first project. You can't obviously see my face, but you can hear my voice. So go check it out.
That's enough for us.
Visit. Just check my story at Ify_I on Instagram to just check out how you can listen to the rest of it.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.